all of this upfront work and heavy lifting is done before we earn a dime. We get paid when the property owner gets paid, and that is when the renter has occupied the property and the rent payment is processed. Hello, property management brainstormers. It's Bob Preston here, your host, and welcome to 5 Minute Friday. FMF is a mini podcast series where I offer my best tips and advice regarding questions I frequently get from property managers, real estate investors, and landlords. I do this every Friday in 5 minutes or less. So if you're new here, consider subscribing to get all my quick advice and updates, and let's get started with today's FMF. We're going to jump right in here today because I've only got 5 minutes. And on this edition of FMF, I'm going to focus on the process of placing a tenant in a rental property. Seems simple enough, right? Yet there are a lot of individual moving parts from the time a property is listed until the time when you have a tenant moved into the property and paying monthly rent. An efficient and effective listing and leasing process is an absolute must when looking to quickly fill rental vacancies. North County Property Group offers to our clients a proven and reliable process for quality tenant placement, which I'm going to talk about and share with you today. An effective marketing plan and property listing around each rental property is a first step in placing a tenant. That marketing process is a topic unto itself and will be featured likely in a future FMF episode. But in the meantime, if you would like to hear more, you can check out that in our marketing video on our company website. I'll make sure that link is included in the episode notes for today's FMF. Suffice it to say, though, that our marketing efforts are top-notch and work great to generate prospective tenant leads. Then at that point, we can work hard by email and on the phone for rapid response and follow-up by our leasing agents. We discuss the property information with a prospect, pre-qualify them over the phone, and schedule showing appointments. We have two options for scheduling showings. The traditional way for a tenant to see the property through a scheduled showing with our leasing agent to walk the property and ask any pertinent questions. In some cases, though, properties are approved for what are called self-showings, where the prospective tenant provides sufficient identification to be given a one-time entry code to visit the property themselves, and then they can ask questions perhaps even over the phone or through FaceTime with our leasing agent. This is a super efficient way and quick way to lease properties because our leasing agents can't always be in every place all at the same time. Then once we have a match between a tenant and rental property, we move forward with an easy and efficient process for renters to submit their rental application. They simply go to the property listing on the North County Property Group website and click on the Apply Now button. This takes them into the online rental application for that specific property of interest. Here, they enter their information, upload supporting documents such as their photo ID, pay stubs, bank statements, and other things that will help them in terms of their qualifications to be approved for the property. Once the application is submitted, we can instantly screen for credit score, eviction history, and criminal background. We will also verify employment and check with previous landlords for a rental reference. Once we have a fully screened and qualified applicant, we typically will call the property owner to inform them we have a recommendation and then move forward into the leasing stage. I should also mention that we have a separate pet and service animal screening process through our partners at petscreening.com. About 2/3 of all applicants will have a pet. Our partner, petscreening.com, asks all of the tough questions, determines the breed, if vaccines are up to date, the dog is licensed, if it has good or any bad habits, and renders an affidavit regarding the pet, which is signed by the prospective tenant. They also give us what's called a PAW score, which is provided by petscreening.com, and that gives us confidence on pets we approve along with the rental application. We will then draft the lease, send it out for signature, and once signed, obtain the rental deposit, first month's rent, and on move-in day, we will meet the tenant for the move-in property inspection and key exchange. By the way, all of this upfront work and heavy lifting is done before we earn a dime. We get paid when the property owner gets paid, and that is when the renter has occupied the property and the rent payment is processed. And of course, in all cases, we are a fair housing provider. All applicants will be subject to the same application criteria. We do not discriminate against persons on the basis of race, color, religion, national origin, sex, family status, disability, creed, marital status, public assistance, ancestry, and sexual or affectional orientation. So, wow. A lot of steps there, right? In the process to place a good tenant with tons of details in between the lines. But let me recap briefly. I know I go fast sometimes on these FMF episodes, so let me go over it again. North County Property Group offers our clients a proven and reliable process for quality tenant placement. It goes as follows. We provide a rapid renter inquiry response and follow-up by our leasing agents to get showing appointments. For those interested prospective tenants, we get them quickly into the online rental application. We do their tenant screening, credit, eviction, criminal, and employment verification. We then go to lease management stage, which is the preparation of the lease and the rental agreements, get them signed, get a security deposit and rent collection, and then do the move-in, move-out inspection. All of this within fair housing guidelines. Wow. Okay. A lot went on there. So thanks for joining in on this episode of 5 Minute Friday, TGIF, and we hope you'll join us next time.